create my first time bikini competitor video because it was like 2 years ago. I was brand new. Since then I've done 2 shows and I'm prepping for my 3rd show, and I've learned a lot since then, so I just wanted to share that with you. The whole reason why I started this channel is for the first time bikini competitors. And what you want to do first of all is pick a committee or a like the name of the organization that will throw your bikini show. NPC is by far the most popular. It has the most shows in a lot of different areas, and it just happens to be more convenient because of that. I think it's a little bit more expensive. There's a little bit more politics and stuff like that in it as well. It's the NPC, the National Physique Committee, and if you go online to NPC Online, it'll give you information regarding shows. What I did to search my show was I looked up, like I'm in Northern California, so Northern California NPC shows or NPC bikini shows, because some shows, I mean, I think all shows have bikini division because it's the largest division in the female bodybuilding shows. So that is what I did. So if you live in a different state, you can Google NPC shows or schedule, NPC show schedule, just things like that. Just Google it and find out, and then you put the year. And then I looked up and it shows you the whole schedule of events for the year, and you get to choose the one that you feel would best suit you. So, and then you can look it up online and see if there's pictures and look up hashtags and things like that as well. The other thing that NPC Online will show you is you look up their rules and regulations, and it'll tell you you wear a bikini, you wear heels for the bikini division, and it has to be a 2-piece bikini for the bikini division, and then it'll tell you the jewelry that's allowed. I think it mentions the tan. The tan is important. You get your tan. And then it also talks about the posing. The only thing that it tells you for posing is it's 10 seconds. You get a front pose, a back pose, and a front pose, and a hand on either hip. That's all they tell you. The rest you have to look up on your own. So that is that. And what you do for the NPC, you have to have your NPC card. The NPC card is only good for a calendar year. So if your first show is in December, you paid $120 for your NPC card plus registration for your show, and then you don't get to use your card anymore. So that was part of the reason why I postponed my first show. I was gonna do it in November, I think it was, and then I ended up doing a show in April of 2014 and then October of 2014, so I got to use my same NPC card for both shows. And then I think, I don't know, I'm probably only gonna do 1 show this year, so I didn't worry about it. I don't even have my card yet. You can register for a show without getting your NPC card. You can actually buy your NPC card at the show. Sometimes you have to look up the show and see. Sometimes it's like cash only for your NPC card, things like that. And a lot of things are show specific. Just like little things are show specific, like having the NPC card, buying it at the show. If it's a larger show, they'll have a tan provided that you have to pay for. Hair and makeup that you pay for. That's if you choose to do the hair and makeup there. I just have always done my own. And then, or you can get your own girl to do it. But some smaller shows don't have tanning, and so then you have to figure out tanning. So you need to look into that, like I said. So first is the NPC Online. Figure out a show. Contact the show. There will always be a number associated with your show. So you contact that number, contact that email, ask any questions that you want, and usually they're really good about responding. Let's see, what else? As far as starting with your workouts and your diet, get in the gym. If you've never stepped foot in the gym, give yourself a while to get acquainted with the gym and the weights and your workout routine and all of that. Figure out what workouts work out which muscle, things like that. I think I mentioned that in my last video for first-time bikini competitors. And it's really, really important that you have knowledge of what you're doing so that you don't get hurt, that you're doing it the right way, and that you have a good technique and not technique, what am I looking for? That you have good body mechanics while you're working out, because you don't want to get hurt. I do recommend going off of the machines and into the free weight section and pushing heavier weight. Of course, you're going to start with lighter weight, especially if you haven't set foot in the gym. I recommend starting with a little bit lighter of weight because you need to get your form down. If you start super heavy and you're brand new in the weight room, your form's going to be screwed up from the beginning because form starts to break down with heavier weight. So get some light weights, figure it out. If it's way too light, you'll know. Add with each set. Rule of thumb, I mean, you can start with 3 sets of 10, whatever floats your boat. I've always done 4 sets of like 8 to 12. Give yourself a little bit of a wiggle room, you know, because let's see, so I do 15-pound dumbbell curls and I got 12 reps. Well, next time I'm going to try and do 20-pound dumbbell curls. And if I only get 8, that's fine. Next set I try and do 9. Next set I try and do 10 with that same weight until I get to 12. Once I get to 12, I increase the weight again, and then, you know, same thing. So that's kind of what I do, and sometimes it varies. Some days I'm stronger than others. Same thing with the squat. Learn all of those major moves you need to work on. I recommend not just doing like the little compound moves like, you know, the machines and things that you would be using. Get in there with somebody that's knowledgeable about it. Research online and make sure that your knowledgeable person is actually knowledgeable. And get under the bar and do some squats. Learn some deadlifts. And then also bench pressing. Even if you don't want like big pecs, and just get under the bench press because it's going to help you with other things. And hire a trainer if you need to hire a trainer, or find a buffed friend. But sometimes those buffy friends don't really know what they're doing. They just look really good. So you have to be careful there. And let's see what else. And for women, especially bikini, you're gonna focus on your glutes as well. I guess that's kind of like it in a nutshell. I know this isn't everything you want to hear as far as that goes, but really get acquainted. Once you're comfortable, you can like kind of be thinking about a competition in the back of your head, but figure that all out. Figure out your weak spots, work harder on your weak spots, and then keep up maintenance and keep on working on your strengths. But if you need to work on your upper body, have a few upper body days a week. If you need to work more on your legs, have a few, you know, lower body days a week. For me, I think I started off with 2 upper body, breaking my upper body muscles up into 2 days, and then I did 3 leg days with a glute focus, quad focus, hammy focus, and then I had a cardio day, which wasn't very long, I don't think. I think that's how I did it. And then I ended up doing like a 3 upper body, 3 leg day, and then kind of fit in cardio here and there. And now I'm doing 2 leg days. What am I doing? 2 leg, am I doing 3 upper body and a cardio? I think that's what I'm doing with my coach. I have a coach for the first time. And then, yeah, and if you have a coach, really research your coach and make sure that they're actually good. I'm using Mark Lobliner. I think he's just is it mlobliner@gmail.com. I'll just put it right here just so in case you want to reference him. Kara Corey is an online trainer. She just started taking clients. I'm going to start taking clients in the near future. I'm going to get NASM certified first, just because I feel like it's important to have like extra credentials under your belt and not just like doing your own little research. And I have experience with competing. I have an experience with my own body, but I want to just another little certification as well. And I mean, cost is a big factor, and supplements, you don't even need supplements. You can, but I recommend researching your supplements and making sure it's good quality, making sure you're not taking an unnecessary amount of them. I've seen girls just buy every supplement that they see. They don't even know why they're taking it. They just take it, and it's like, don't do that. Some supplements that I would recommend, though, I don't even necessarily recommend protein powder, because if you're getting it in your diet, then why would you add to that? If it fits your macros, which is a good way to diet, that's what I do. I really like it. I feel like it works, and I have videos on how to target your calories for your goals, figure out what your calorie goal should be, and figure out what your macro goal should be. I explained what macros are in those videos, so you can look at that. And let's see, what was I saying about macros? What I was saying was about supplements. If you're getting, like, say your target goal for protein is 120 grams of protein, and you get that all with all of your meals, then that's great. If you're not getting it all, that's when you need a protein supplement. So I've tried a few different protein powders, and the one that I like the most is from GNC, and it's the Amplified Waybolic, whatever it's called, Extreme Protein, and I get the chocolate. What else have I tried? I've tried MTS Whey. They have good protein and good quality. I've tried First Form, but it has a thickener in it, and so that's another thing you can look at. Some people like thickeners in their protein, and I don't. So if it has a thickener, then you need to look that up and figure it out if you like it or not. There's another one that has a thickener that's just nasty. I haven't tried Quest Nutrition's protein powder, but I've heard it's really thick, so that's something to think about. But yeah, you can just try different ones, and it's kind of fun too, and a lot of the times they have samples of them at like expos and stuff like that, fit expos, so that's a good place to go and try some out. Let's see, as far as supplementation goes, a pre-workout is good, but I didn't use a pre-workout for like the first year that I worked out. I had a fruit smoothie protein, a protein fruit smoothie in the morning before I went and worked out, and then I just went and it gave me the energy that I needed. I was vegan at the time, and then I decided to add some fish in, so I was a pescatarian, and I was actually denied by a trainer because I wanted to get on with the Bombshell whatever group, and she was like, sorry, we can't do that. And I'm thinking, if you're a good trainer, you'll be able to accommodate pescatarians or even vegetarians, or vegans even, because you can get protein sources from other things. I used a rice protein powder. There's protein powders from vegetables and things like that. So like pea protein and things like that. So you can definitely do it if you want to. Since then, I eat meat. I don't feel like I eat a ton of it. I feel like moderation is important, and just to be consciously aware of how animals are treated. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Also, even if you're not taking a pre-workout, I mean, once you're starting, just do everything by little baby steps. Get in the gym, figure out the weights, figure out what muscle groups each exercise works, look up different exercises. I have a lot of my workout footage on here. If you go back to some of my first videos, you'll see me training for my first competition and what I did, and I think I talk about technique and things that worked for me along the way, so you can go and look at that. And then once you have that down, then you can kind of focus more on your diet, or do the diet thing first and then that, either way. And then if you feel like you want to add some protein to your diet, and if you feel like you're too tired and you can't get to the gym and get a good workout because you're so exhausted, it's time for a pre-workout. And then also, a lot of pre-workouts will have things in them that are good for you. Like, I feel like creatine works really well. It helps with endurance, muscle strength. That's really important. And let's see what else. That's basically all I take, and now I take BCAAs, which are branched chain amino acids. It's basically protein broken down into the amino acids. I feel like there's not enough research with BCAAs to know if they're really effective or how they work in your body or whatever, or if they can really be like a protein supplement or not. So I'm not really sure about that, but they do, a lot of BCAAs will have creatine in them, and it's just a nice alternative to water to drink, and it gives me extra energy through my workout, especially during my cutting phase right now. I really feel like I have enough energy because I'm sipping on that and staying hydrated. Yeah, but just research, and make sure that you're not being given bad advice. A lot of people do things like deplete their water, and deplete carbs for their show, and I just think it's a really unhealthy way of going about it, so just be careful. All right, guys, that's all I can think of for now. Hopefully this is a lot shorter and more straight and to the point than my other video, and if you have any questions or need any advice or anything, please feel free to comment below.